Hey everyone, welcome to day 5 of the new Coach Jumpstart. So today I'm going back to giving you a quick tour of the coach section, the training section for a brand new coach in the Coach Online office. I wanted to have this be a separate day so that it's not overwhelming and that I can kind of dive in and explain a little bit about each piece that's listed. So again, I'm going to screen share. And then if you remember, what you need to do is go, you sign in and then Coach Online Office. And then you're going to go up to News and Training section, down to Training. And this Getting Started tab, you can absolutely review. This is really general things that we've most likely gone over. So the Business Quick Start is there, which I uploaded the other day. And just a reminder that you should be working on yourself and working out every day and drinking your Shakeology. This tab, we've already covered this, the Coach ID number, who our upline sponsors are, and how to find that on your dashboard, and then just navigating. And so then you can go over to Coach. And this is just a good checklist. I have some things coming next week for you as far as diving in a little bit more to what you should be doing each day and allotting an hour or so to work from, and kind of a more in-depth checklist. And I'm going to share some of that with you next week. But this just gives you a really good idea of different tasks that you should be doing as a new coach. So it's really self-explanatory. Once you go to this tab, it said do this, know this, learn how, and then business starter benchmarks. And a business starter is by helping 2 to 3 people get started in their own journey each month for the first 3 months that you're a coach. And then you qualify for this business starter. But that's going to come later in the training. I'm going to explain that on a different day. But I just really wanted to dive into this. So things that you should be doing to start building a strong business is you want to connect with people that you already know on social media. And that fits in perfectly what we discussed the other day, right? With that master list, and then starting to brain dump and think of different acquaintances and people that you know already in your market. So you already have a head start. You want to help at least 3 people with getting them started on a challenge pack. And all you need to do is get somebody started on their journey, and your coach or your upline coach is going to plug them into their challenge group to where you don't have to feel overwhelmed with helping those people all on your own. You can plug them in and they're going to run the group for you, and then you can just provide that underlying support so that you're not feeling overwhelmed and that you have to do it on your own. Of course, again, drink Shakeology and work out. That is being a product of the product and part of our 4 vital behaviors. You always have to work on yourself because that's going to be your biggest testimony throughout this whole coaching journey. Invest 10 minutes in personal development. Again, that's going to be on a separate day, but just so maybe a book to read, an audiobook, or a podcast. There's different ways to get in your personal development. You are in a training group, a Coach Basics group. This is the new Coach Jumpstart. I've even simplified it even more to those first 10 days. So you're taken care of there. Now, the National Wake Up Call, there's actually a podcast. You probably get emails now that you're a coach about the National Wake Up Call. It's every Monday, and then you can listen to the replay anytime that week. You can find old ones in your Coach Online office. And then there's also a podcast app, especially if you have iPhone. I don't know if it's for Android, but for iPhone for sure. If you go in and you search Team Beachbody, then you will see the podcast app there, and you can subscribe, and then you can just listen to it in your car, and it's super convenient. And you can fast forward through the recognition parts too, which even shorten the call if you're short on time and you don't want to do that. So that should be a non-negotiable each and every week. The national wake-up calls are amazing, and you always pick up new and little golden nuggets of information along the way, no matter how long you've been a coach. So that should be something that you pencil yourself in and mark on your calendar for every week. You can look through this, attend different events throughout the year. That's super important. Coach training, and then it gives you some different activities that you can do. So that's good. And then for the know this, the 4 vital behaviors, it's going to dive in a little bit more to that. Your story and how to share it. We discussed that yesterday with your why. So for those of you who haven't shared your why yet, please do write it down, write it out, however you feel, make a video. It's really, really important to make this step, no matter how trivial or how simple it is. Like, no matter if you think, oh, I know why I'm a coach, to be able to express it and use it as a part of your overall story is super, super important. So if you haven't done that exercise yet, please do. Shares a little bit more about Shakeology, and there's actually a Shakeology podcast app that's amazing, and it gives you some really in-depth, simple knowledge about Shakeology that you can share with your customers. So again, you can download that app podcast as well. Yep, don't need to really know all of that quite yet. And then this gives you different guides. So if you need a reference to different things like the business activity tracker or how to use earn commission and bonuses, it goes into that if you want to dive into that. That's not something that we're going to go in depth with this training, because again, I don't want it to be overwhelming. I want it to be simple and just tasks. And again, you're a business owner now. So now you can take the tools that I'm giving you and just dive in a little bit deeper. And all of these resources are right here for you. And then the business starter benchmarks, this is kind of what you're aiming for each month. So you want to hit Success Club 5. Again, that's helping just 2 to 3 people a month. And this is kind of, as you go up the leadership ladder and learn a little bit more about that, then you're going to see what these numbers, how they change and whatnot. But that's really it. That's all you really need to start concentrating on. Get familiar with this, get familiar with the tasks that are necessary as a new coach. And of course, if you have any questions or, you just want to pick my brain about some things, I am here for you 100%. For those of you who have caught are caught up with the training, kudos to you. Super proud of you. If not, get caught up this weekend, please. We're going to take a little break over the weekend to give you a chance to do that and do some of the tasks that I've asked you to do. If you've been busy. And then we'll pick back up on Monday with diving into new content. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the training this week, and I will see you on Monday, and I can't wait to hear from you and what questions you have and hear your whys. So talk to you soon.